Welcome to the School of Architecture's 2021 commencement. I am Michelle Addington, Dean of the School of Architecture at the University of Texas at Austin, and I extend my congratulations to each and every one of you who is graduating today, and my deep gratitude to all who have supported you in this long endeavor. I may not be able to see all of your faces or shake all of your hands, but my memory of you will remain indelibly etched. There is no other graduating class of students who have weathered so much, who have endured so much, and who have persevered as much as those of you who are graduating today. During an unthinkable pandemic that swept and is continuing to sweep throughout the world, you rapidly adapted to a complete change in teaching methods and a radical change in how we lived, moved, and interacted with others. During the mounting crises that have buffeted us all about, from extreme weather to political intransigency to social unrest, you have listened, you have adapted, and you have made your voices heard. And most importantly, during the growing reckoning making us aware of the profound inequities in our society and in the world, you have learned to question the very tenets and foundations of our disciplines and institutions as we strive for justice and fairness for all. It was and continues to be a world in flux, with a greater uncertainty regarding our future than perhaps at any time in our recent history. And my heart aches for those of you who have faced tragedy in this past year. I have no words that can assuage your sorrow, and only tears for what you have gone through. As graduating students, you're at the nexus of everything that was before, everything that has been happening, and everything that will be. The stability, reliability, and dependability of the University of Texas was a safe place to be and to study pre-graduation, as such a place of steadiness and comfort, and this is in contrast to the larger environment you will face post-graduation where the unknowns are mounting. None of us can be sure what our world will be like in 10 years. We don't even know what it'll be like this fall. And no one asked for this. But I do hold on to hope for what you can do, and I have faith in what you will be. The disciplines that serve the built environment, all the disciplines that we teach here at the School of Architecture, have profound responsibility for the health, safety, and welfare of the greater public. Even though we represent but a tiny fraction of the professionals in the world, we have outsized influence in how we live and work together, putting us at the center of many of the discussions over the last year about how we could interact safely. That responsibility comes to us because we are the ones who determine the physical fabric of society, the very structure and systems that shape and determine the form of the public realm. But that fabric is more than buildings and infrastructure. It is also the physical repository for society's values, as well as a scaffold for how cultures define themselves and their aspirations for the future. Now, perhaps more than at any time in the past, the world needs us, needs what we do, and needs how we think. You are graduating today with an education that built strong foundations across many domains of knowledge. As such, you are multimodal thinkers able to synthesize and integrate diverse theories, methods, and information into the formulation of complex problems and their solutions. Few other professions have this extraordinary fluency across so many different areas, this ability to look at problems from multiple vantage points and through multiple lenses. You have precisely the type of thinking that the world needs today and will need tomorrow. You don't just have a place in the construction of the future. You have an important role, an important leadership role in that construction. Therein resides my hope for you and what I know deep in my heart you will be able to do. But you have also spent the last several years at this special place, where you built bonds with others, where you discovered the power of collaboration and teamwork, where you had exposure to many ideas and to many voices, and where I also hope you had a little fun. You will always have your time here, and you will have your cohort for life. And that's why I have faith in you. You have this solid grounding that will always be here to support you. the School of Architecture will always be your home. So I congratulate you, and I thank you. I thank you for all that you have done this past year to keep us and so many others safe. I thank you for your partnership and your imagination as we figured this out together. Thank you for being you, our students, and now our colleagues in remaking this world. Now go out and celebrate.
Rofeng, Jiangsu, China, Master of Advanced Architecture Design.
Tristan Charles Alquist, Naples, Florida, Master of Architecture.
Mary Harlan Hutger, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Masters of Architecture.
John Dubois Coleman, San Marcos, Texas, Master of Architecture.
Martin Janssens, San Antonio, Texas, Masters of Architecture, First Professional.
Lucas Streslick, New Hope, Pennsylvania, Masters of Architecture 1.
Francisco Moises Resendiz Carrillo, San Luis Potosí, Mexico. First profession, architecture, master's degree.
Lisa Makora, Canton, Ohio, Master of Architecture.
Christopher Mowry, Nashville, Tennessee, Master of Architecture.
Alexandra Pease, Maplewood, New Jersey, Master of Architecture.
Douglas Shea, Coppell, Texas, Master of Architecture.
Catherine Odom, Columbia, Missouri, Master of Architecture.
Dylan Taylor, Highland, Utah, Master of Architecture.
Kenneth Sneed, Anchorage, Alaska, Master of Architecture.
Crystal Torres, Miami, Florida, Master of Architecture.
Gabrielle Rosado, Richardson, Texas, Master of Architecture.
Chloe Tomasian, Plano, Texas, Master of Architecture.
Andrea Álvarez Barrios, Caracas, Venezuela, Master of Architecture.
Robbie Anderson, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Master of Architecture.
Amanda Hirsch, Los Angeles, California, Masters of Architecture.
Delaney Bannister, Melrose, Massachusetts, Master of Architecture.
Kevin Rivera Samuel from Ponce, Puerto Rico, Master of Architecture.
Sydney Andrea Landers, Plano, Texas, Masters of Science in Historic Preservation.
Monica Gale, Vail, Colorado, Master of Science in Community and Regional Planning.
Andrew Glazner, Austin, Texas, Masters of Science in Community and Regional Planning.
Robert Lair, Austin, Texas, Masters of Science in Sustainable Design.
Jenny Mason, Omaha, Nebraska, Master of Interior Design.
Malathi Vasudevan, Master of Interior Design, hometown Austin.
Megan Ryder, Salt Lake City, Masters of Interior Design.
Tatum Trout, Masters of Science in Community and Regional Planning, Cleburne, Texas.
Maite Vizcarronaga Duce, Master of Science in Sustainable Design, Mexico City.
Sare Albornoz, Austin, Texas, Masters in Community and Regional Planning.
Nafisa Iskandar, Master of Community Regional Planning, Bandung, Indonesia.
Abby Elizabeth Judd from Memphis, Tennessee, Masters in Science and Community Regional Planning and Masters in Public Affairs.
Kaiten Hartnett from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, Masters of Community and Regional Planning.
Ravia Mysorwala, Masters in Community and Regional Planning. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan.
Jorge Lozoya, Del Rio, Texas, Masters of Science in Community and Regional Planning, Masters of Arts in Latin American Studies.
Max Bernhardt, Austin, Texas, Masters of Science in Community and Regional Planning.
Sean Conway, Merced, California, Masters of Science in Community and Regional Planning.
Luisa Duarte Mileni, São Paulo, Brazil, Masters in Community and Regional Planning.
Jordan McGee, Fort Worth, Texas, Master of Science in Community and Regional Planning.
Amanda Alvarez, Austin, Texas, Master's of Landscape Architecture.
Joseph Barrick, Austin, Texas, Masters of Landscape Architecture.
Taylor Davis, Dallas, Texas, Masters of Landscape Architecture.
Catherine Kimball, Houston, Texas, Masters of Landscape Architecture.
June Landenberger, Tacoma, Washington, Masters of Landscape Architecture.
Sean Scaff, Houston, Texas, Master of Landscape Architecture.
Tabitha Tottenbach, Melbourne, Australia, Masters in Landscape Architecture.
There we go. Charlie Weber, Louisville, Kentucky, Master of Landscape Architecture.
Kristen Millay, Hollis and Whitty, Fairfield, California, Masters of Landscape Architecture.
Maitrey Fansarkar, Mumbai, India, Masters of Science in Urban Design.
Beatriz Vergara Ayer, Valladolid, Spain, Master of Science in Urban Design.
Chen Xie, Chongqing, China, Master of Science in Urban Design.
Magdalena Novoa, Santiago de Chile, PhD in Architecture.
My name is Tahira Atiq. I'm getting a bachelor's in architecture, minor in business, and I'm from Dallas.
Blake Ahart from Austin, Texas, getting a bachelor in architecture.
Luis Alejandro Bosques from Austin, Texas, with a bachelor's in architecture.
Jessica Chen from Plano, Texas, with a Bachelor of Architecture and a minor in business.
Max Hunter from Austin, Texas, with a Bachelor's of Architecture.
My name's Cole Bennett. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm getting a Bachelor's in Architecture.
Josiah Chopin, hometown Round Rock, and getting a Bachelor's of Architecture.
Hi, I'm Daniel Chavez, hometown Clifton, Texas, Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Architecture Engineering.
Hannah George, hometown Southlake, Texas, Architecture and Plan 2.
Amber Pufal, Bachelor of Architecture, and I'm from Houston.
Audrey Lay, Bachelor of Architecture, Houston, Texas.
Celine Lingxi Wu, Bachelor of Architecture, Guangzhou, China.
Jeremy Miller, Bachelor of Architecture, minor of History, Colleyville, Texas.
Kaylee Curran, Bachelor of Architecture, McKinney, Texas.
Christopher Daniel Gashin, Bachelor of Architecture, minor in Business, from Lubbock, Texas.
Lindsay Howarth, Bachelor of Architecture, San Antonio, Texas.
Smita Santala, The Woodlands, Texas, Bachelor of Architecture.
Jacob Thomas Middleton, Bachelor of Architecture, Hallsville, Texas.
Ananya Munian, Bachelor of Architecture, Katy, Texas.
Sarah Allison Hopper, Bachelor of Architecture, Katy, Texas.
Terrell Brown, Bachelor in Architecture and Architectural Engineering, Houston, Texas.
Catherine Cook, Bachelor of Science of Architectural Studies, Cypress, Texas.
Michael West, Bachelor of Architecture, Plano, Texas.
Madison Renee Vincent, Bachelor of Architecture, Salado, Texas.
Bennett Lemke, Bachelor of Architecture, Houston, Texas.
Alexander Noakes, Bachelor of Architecture, Austin, Texas.
Sydney Lowcamp, Bachelor of Architecture, Austin, Texas.
Gabrielle Malden, Bachelor of Architecture, Sherman, Texas.
Ludmila Santana Santos, Bachelor's of Science in Architectural Studies and Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies, Belo Horizonte, Brazil.
Chandler Householder, Bachelor of Architecture, McKinney, Texas.
Alexis Medrano Ross, Bachelor of Architecture, Dallas, Texas.
Mackenzie Sosa, Bachelor of Architecture, Mansfield, Texas.
Michael Osterbaum, Bachelor of Architecture, Glendale, California.
Brandon Raytig, Bachelor of Architecture, Chino, California.
Omar McClung, Bachelor of Architecture, Plano, Texas.
Go Omar!
Lisa Chong Kano, Bachelor's of Architecture, Houston, Texas. Jimin Sun, Bachelor's of Architecture, Flowermont, Texas.
Danielle A.K., Bachelor of Architecture, Kansas City, Missouri.
Annalise Sebesta, Bachelor of Science of Architecture from Houston, Texas.
Nicole Raskowski, Bachelor of Architecture, Managua, Nicaragua.
Eleodoro Davila, McAllen, Texas, Bachelor of Architecture.
Blair Stingley, Bachelor of Architecture from Phoenix, Arizona.
Jacob D'Souza, Bachelor of Architecture, Florence, Texas.
Cordelia Staniford, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Fort Worth, Texas.
Ashlyn Hartfield, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Sugar Land, Texas.
Allison Davis, Bachelor of Architecture from Plano, Texas. Nelly Garcia, Bachelor of Architecture, Brownsville, Texas.
Shay Maggie Hill, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Dallas, Texas.
Faith Maria Matheson, Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies, Katy, Texas.
Ivy Jiroge, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Dallas, Texas.
Lauren Rathbun, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Dallas, Texas.
Lily Geen, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Austin, Texas.
Manasa Nathan, Bachelor of Architecture and Plan 2 Liberal Arts, Austin, Texas. Morgan Whitten, Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Spring, Texas.
Alex Claiborne, Architectural Studies, Dallas, Texas.
Patricia Villa, Bachelor of Architecture and Bachelor of Science in Architectural Engineering, Katy, Texas.
Atusa Baruzzi, dual degree in Architecture and Architectural Engineering, Dallas, Texas.
Maymuna Baha Aldin, Architecture major from Baghdad, Iraq.
Courtney Williams, Bachelor of Architecture from Houston, Texas.
Shabano Casey, Bachelor's of Science of Architectural Studies, Dallas, Texas.
My name is Eleanor Wako. I study the Bachelor's of Architecture, and my hometown is Austin.
Hey, class of 2021, congratulations. This is a really important day, and I hope you're celebrating. I want to tell you what an honor and a privilege it is to get to teach young people by criticizing them for a long and extended period of time. And I want to thank you for your openness and the willingness to engage in a difficult and critical dialogue, which makes you and leaves you vulnerable. And it requires a real trust. And I just want to tell you how much that affects teachers and within the school, and how much of a luxury it is to get to teach that way. So thank you. I want to offer you two last pieces of advice. The first is to stay in touch with the school and with me, and let us hear what you're doing. I mean, the people from our school go off and do remarkable things, and I don't know that we have the best network for sharing that with each other, but it's really, really important, and I'd be grateful if you would. The second is to stay in touch with each other. You enter the world as a generation from school, and although that may not seem important to you now, it becomes really important to you over your life. I mean, the people that you go to school with and that you graduate with, they remain the sources for you for things like advice and friendship, over the rest of your life. And it's an astonishing thing. You actually have to make it work though. You have to reach out, you have to kind of stay in touch, and you have to kind of rely on that group of people to help make your future work. So thank you, congratulations. Thanks to your loved ones, congratulations to them as well. And I look forward to seeing and hearing from you in the future. Bye.
The day is finally here. You're graduating. Congratulations, class of 2021. I could not be more proud of each and every single one of you and everything that you have accomplished throughout your time here at UT. For our undergrad students, y'all were in your first year when I first started working here at the School of Architecture. So you will always have a special place in my heart as the first cohort that I have seen throughout their entire programs. It has been a true pleasure to watch y'all grow and to serve as one of your undergraduate advisors throughout these past 2 years and help you reach this milestone. A special shout out to our Archi and Plan 2 dual degree students. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Y'all have worked so hard and navigated the dual degree to get to this point. So congratulations, and I look forward to learning of all of your future success.
Many of you have shared experiences with me, whether in studio or seminar, through the professional residency program with Tau Sigma Delta, or through countless other events like final reviews. It is a pleasure to see your names and faces here today. Congratulations, and the best of luck with all of your endeavors as you leave the School of Architecture at the University of Texas. And please keep in touch.
Hi everyone. Wow, what a year to accomplish all that you did. Congratulations on your graduation. I cannot wait to see the impact that you have on the world.
Congratulations, graduates. This is such an exciting day. We first saw your names on admission spreadsheets and then got to put a face to the name when you arrived on campus, and now we get to see and hear your names as part of our commencement. It's been an absolute privilege to get to know you, to see your hard work and impressive projects, and to hear about your experiences and the amazing places you traveled during your time with us. We'll miss you, but please keep in touch and stop by for a piece of candy when you visit campus. We wish you all the best. Congrats.
Hi all, congratulations, you've made it. This has been a difficult year for all of us, but especially you guys as you're trying to finish your degrees. But you're here, you've done it, and you're ready to start the next phase of your lives. It's unfortunate we won't be able to send you off in person, so please do come back and visit us when you can. It's always great to see you and learn what you're doing. And you're now ready to go and change the world.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. My advice to you as you leave the university is to be bold, to challenge the status quo and the implicit biases that surround us. Remember to listen active and compassionately to the communities you serve and to care for yourself along the way. Congratulations and good luck.